telling you the truth when I step into the booth.
From inside Rogers Center in downtown Toronto, interleague baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Colorado Rockies and the Toronto Blue Jays.
247 to the 365. So what you know about life? 24/7 to the 36. Hey, life I'm living it. Any bad energy I'm binning it. And I go in with everything I do, so the best I'm giving it. Yeah, I got a plan and I've written it. I was studying and I was listening. Took a few L's, but I turned them to W's, so I'm winning it. Yeah, I'm really on the grind. 247, 365. And you know what it's like. 247, 365. Hustling, really, man, I gotta get mine. 247.
First pitch coming your way next.
So what you know about life? 24/7 to the 36.
And today on the hill, Shane Bieber. What do you have on him, Singy?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
About to get started here, Tyler Freeman digging in for the Rockies. And that's how this series begins. Freeman not happy about that called strike. Here's the challenge. And the strike call will stand. Still one challenge left for them. The 0-1. This one in the air right field. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double.
The automatic double kind of feels like enjoying cruise control in your car, Boog. You don't need to keep the pedal down as you cruise into second base. Just no worries in the world. You know what? He put a really good swing on that one.
Now here is Mickey Moniak. Popped up to the left into foul ground. And there's one away. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
So now, with one away and a man at second, Hunter Goodman digging in for the Rockies. Close, but called a ball. Ball one.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone. One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
One out and a runner at second here in game one of this three-game set. That's in there. That's strike two.
So far, all we've seen in this at bat are fastballs. Look for him to slow it down right here ahead in the count.
And a 1-2.
Nope. Outside.
Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Most guys are very aggressive when they see the stakes out there on the base paths and can't understand why he wasn't ready to swing the bat. You've got to be ready to swing the bat in a situation like that with the go-ahead run in scoring position.
So digging in, Jordan Beck. 1 for 4 with a double in yesterday's game. Man on second, 2 down. That one to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. You're dialed into the show. ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the hill, the big righty, Ryan Feltner. What do we need to know here about the right-hander?
Well, Boo, expect to see the ball in play with this guy on the mound. He's not exactly a big strikeout guy, so that means the defense will need to stay sharp. He's looking for soft contact, so communication is going to be key in this one.
And the batter is George Springer. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2. Feltner in his 4th year, 29 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting second, first baseman.
Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And Chris, here we have a deep and talented lineup against a pitcher who's not exactly among the league's best.
Well, this is when you can make your money as a hitter, and I'm expecting them to put up plenty of offense in this one. When you got a lineup this stacked, it's a tough job to keep them in check for any pitcher. We'll see what kind of fireworks they can provide here.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. in the box with one away as he takes ball one. The 1-0. This one in the air, center field. Doyle has a beat on it. Takes it in for the out. And for now, the home run streak takes a pause. A lot of game left, though. Alejandro Kirk will hit next. In the air, right field. Moniak gets under it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Scoreless after 1. Back here at Rogers Center, top of the 2nd, Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. And a foul ball. Tovar matched a homer in his last game. And the 0-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
Off the plate, ball one.
Ball one.
Well, I think he's trying to get a feel for where that one missed. I mean, it could have gone either way, but he looked a little shocked for a second there.
To third, Barger. Gets it to first. Leadoff man retired here in the 2nd.
Batting 6th, first baseman, Edouard Julien.
Next for Colorado, Edouard Julien.
Ball one.
Ball to strike. That one in there across the letters. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
No score here in the second. On the ground to short. Jimenez throws to first in time. Inning over. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the inning. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Varsho went deep in his most recent game.
Ball.
You know, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, reset. A couple of change-ups. Probably won't see another one here.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. That's a base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Third baseman
Addison Barger digs in now.
That's a ball.
The 1-1. And there's a foul ball. Tap to first. To second, there's one. A sensational double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Base is empty after the double play. Davis Schneider next up for the Blue Jays.
Ball 1.
Two down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
Fought off foul. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. A solo shot, his first homer of the year, and they jump ahead in the second. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient. That paid off.
So 2 down. So up next for Toronto, Jesus Sanchez.
Ball.
And the 1-0.
Hey.
That one ripped, but foul.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
Play made. That ends the inning. Toronto picks up one on this homer. It's now 1-0. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the show, Canada. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. In the air to left center. Sanchez on the run. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One pitch and one out.
Batting ninth, left fielder Jake McCarthy.
Jake McCarthy digging in for the Rockies. He was hitless in 4 at-bats yesterday. That one fouled off. Ground ball right side. Guerrero takes it himself. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the third.
Next for Colorado, second baseman Tyler Freeman.
Here's Tyler Freeman to hit. Led off this game with a double. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches. Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
This one in the air center field. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing across here this half. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Blue Jays 1 and the Rockies nothing. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the show, Canada. Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Ernie Clement.
That's a ball.
Just
nope.
Missed. And that skips into dirt.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
That's in there. Strike 1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Payoff pitch. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch. And I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Here's Andres Jimenez. Ripped right field. That's back there. That one way back. And it's gone. A 2-run homer. And they boost their lead. It's 3-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Here's George Springer. Struck out swinging his first time.
Well, these Jays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. And here's a stat for you, Boog. They're making contact with more than 85% of the pitches that they're swinging at. It's pretty special stuff. Not so good if you're out there on the mound.
Foul ball. So a foul ball makes it 1-2.
It can be tough to bounce back after a big home run, but nobody on, nobody out. You just have to treat it as a fresh inning.
Bounce to the left side. Castro slings to first, and that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Fly to center his first time.
Inside ball.
2 runs across in the inning here in the last half of the third. Into left center for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Flied to right his first time. And that one is in for a strike. He'll challenge, thought that was a ball. And it's going to stay a strike. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. Here comes the 0-1. That one out to right. Moniak under it. And there are 2 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Dalton Varsho. Single to right in his first trip. Hammered down the right side, but foul.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
That's in there at the knees, and it's strike 2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Guerrero leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Nope, that's inside.
That's
Ball
off the
3.
mark, and the count's full.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score it.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Payoff pitch. Fouled off. And they'll do it again. Grinding AB right here. About to see pitch number 10. Hit in the air, center field. Doyle on his way over. And that is that. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Rogers Center, start of the 4th, Mickey Moniak digging in for the Rockies.
Oh, and an 0-0 count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Gosh, a little late on that breaking ball. I don't think he recognized it out of the hand. Just a little tardy. Gonna have to regroup here.
Goes down looking. Chris, he looks locked in on reaching a milestone we know has been coming up for him.
Yeah, Boog, 2 to go, and he'll move up into a new echelon for career Ks. Pretty special when you get to watch a pitcher have a moment like that.
Hunter Goodman, the next to hit, went down on strikes his first time through. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 1. The Rockies trailing by 3. Top half of inning number 4.
All sliders so far in this at bat to get ahead in the count, and clearly shows there was a game plan in mind for how to attack him in the box.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. This one in the air, right field. And that'll fall for a base hit. And they have their first hit since the first inning.
Up next for Colorado, the designated
So next will be the 4-hole hitter for the Rockies, Jordan Beck. The 1-0.
Ball, that's off the plate.
And there's a ball.
He hasn't fallen behind in the count like this all day. He's in danger of walking his first batter right here.
3-1 now. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Man at first, one away. This one in the air, center field. Brings it in.
Up next for Colorado, shortstop Ezequiel Tovar.
Ezequiel Tovar getting ready to hit. Grounded out his first time up.
Hey!
Here's the 0-2. Got him looking, and that'll do it. So one left for Colorado. They trail in this one 3-0. Bottom of the 4th, and now for the Jays, Addison Barger.
Third baseman, Addison Barger.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
Got him. One out in the bottom of the 4th. Davis Schneider now at the plate. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw is late. He's in safely, and now there's a runner at first. One down. Jesus Sanchez will hit next. He's 0 for 1. In the air, right center. This is mashed way back and gone. The 2-run shot, his first homer of the year, and they add on.
Tried a slider to start off the at-bat, and man, did it backfire. He clearly wasn't fooled on that pitch. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Ryan Feltner is done, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Now pitching for
Juan Mejia taking over on the mound. He's into the game with the bases empty. Now, Ernie Clement. He walked and came around to score his first time up.
Ball.
Two runs across in the inning. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
Ball, that's
Movement
it.
in the bullpen. Tanner Gordon up and throwing. Number 58 also throwing. On the ground, right
foul
side,
ball.
and foul ball. Here's a 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 2-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. On the ground, Freeman. On to first. He didn't make things easy for him there, but they still get the out.
Shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
2 outs, base is empty. And next for Toronto, Andres Jimenez.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
And first offering is fouled off. Jimenez, 27 years old, and he was born in Venezuela. The 0-1. That one missed. In the air to left center, and that ends the inning. The Jays get a pair on this homer. On to the top of the 5th we go. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the show, Canada. Back now in Toronto. Ready now for the 5th inning. Edouard Julien digging in for the Rockies.
All these Rockies just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
And on the mound, you know, confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Sets him down on strikes. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. And here's a challenge. That looked like it missed him. Good eye at the plate. They'll overturn the call. They'll keep their remaining challenge. And a payoff pitch. Strike 3 struck him out for the 3rd time today.
For Colorado, center fielder Brenton Doyle.
Here's the center fielder, Brenton Doyle. Grounded out to short in his first trip.
Nope. Ball 1. Hey!
The Blue Jays leading by 5, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swings through that. That one lifted to left. Sanchez settles underneath it. 2 down.
Good pitch. He just kind of had him out in front on that pitch away and wasn't able to stay close.
This is Willie Castro. Fly to left his first time. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game.
Right through there for a strike. But this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
And that is that. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, George Springer.
Well, these Blue Jays putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And it's into the gap. Relay throw to second, not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Up next for the Blue Jays.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
So up next, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., 1 for 2. Foul ball there. Man at second. In the dirt, blocked. Here's a 1-1.
Hey! Ball 2.
Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. Swings and misses, and there's 1 down.
Mookie just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. Runner takes off for third. Ball misses.
Outside.
And the
Out on the
throw,
tag.
he's out at third.
Well, I could see he had a big lead out there at second base, so it wasn't a shock when he took off. But trying to steal third right there, it's kind of risky, man. You're already in scoring position, so you got to make sure that you can make it there safely. That wasn't the case.
Two down, nobody on.
He's clearly trying to work him away here. Both pitches off the plate. If you really want to put the ball in play, you're going to have to stay back and drive it to the opposite field.
Here's a 2-0.
Hey!
That's out to center field. Base hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through. the middle of the field.
Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Juan Mejia won't go any further. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
So they turn
Colorado,
things over to the righty, number 58. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Dalton Varsho next up for the Blue Jays.
Ball.
Kirk off of first with 2 away. Nice grab. Throw to second, and they get the out. 1 left for Toronto, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us.
If they was not in the field, I won't put their name in the song. I've been in the zone, calling my from jail, praying they pick up the phone. Try to get to come get it with me. If they was too busy, I'll get it alone. Watch how you approach, young and a ghost. I'm blessed like I run with the Pope. If I'm on the yacht, got my on the boat. I'm not like you, they wanna be broke. When it got cold, I'm one of the cold. My uncle was tripping, he wanted some. I'm trying to be the richest little you know. This paper get thrown, pick up the most. I was with mama, didn't know. This might be the realest I never wrote. I got it, just know it fit inside my coat. So many feelings spilling out my soul.
Jake McCarthy,
Leading off
the next
for
to
the
hit.
Rockies, left fielder Jake McCarthy.
Strike on the inside corner. 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Gets a piece and stays alive. The 0-2.
Ball, that's in. Ball,
Really
2.
good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Freeman up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside, ball 1. And another ball.
Inside.
The Jays leading by 5, and we're in the top half of the 6th.
Yeah.
Tonight, his slider has been really impressive. I mean, tight spin. Seems like the hitters aren't picking it up out of the hand.
And that one fouled off. Three-two now.
3.
These first 2 hitters really making him work out there. Already 14 pitches this inning.
And that wasn't even close. Ball 4.
Up next for Colorado, right fielder Mickey Moniak.
Runner on at first with one gone. Mickey Moniak digs in now.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Aye.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
And it really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Up next for
Hunter
Colorado,
Goodman
catcher
digging in for the
Hunter
Rockies.
Ball, that pitch is out.
The 1-1. And that one clips the corner. On the ground to the left.
Ball.
And foul ball. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. You're watching Blue Jays baseball on the show, Canada.
Wasn't friends back then, I don't know y'all. Remember you never bet on me then.
Well, we go bottom 6, and now for the Jays, Addison Barger.
Addison Barger.
Ripped to short. Tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Up next for the Blue Jays, designated hitter Davis Schneider.
Now it's the DH, Davis Schneider. He's already homered in this game. The Rockies have some action in the pen. Tanner Gordon getting ready to go. That's to third. Castro slinging it to first in time.
Up next for the Blue Jays, left fielder
Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays. He's already homered here in this one.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th.
Ball 2.
And fires in a fastball at 95. Next offering is outside. That one 95 to finish him off. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. Back here at Rogers Center, here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Jordan Beck. And a foul ball.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
Ball 1.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tommy Nance, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Scherzer warming up as well. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul. The 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. So digging in, Ezequiel Tovar. On the ground to third. Fires over to first. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Next to hit for the Rockies, Edouard Julien, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's downstairs. And it's 1-0.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Aye.
And that is out of play.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And now it's 3-2. Two down, nobody on. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jaden Hill.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul. Hill, a 6'4" righty, 235 pounds, and he was a 2nd-round pick in 2021. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the 0-2. On the outside corner, got him looking.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Now it's the shortstop, Andres Jimenez. Tap foul at the plate. And a foul ball. That one almost got him. The 2-2 on the way. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Out. 2 away now after the drop third strike.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first two batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. 1 for 3.
Hey!
Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here, home run. George Springer leaves the yard. His first homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 6-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. On a line out towards center. And that is that. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tommy Nance.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well. I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters even if you give up a solo shot.
And a base hit into right center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next for Colorado.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Stepping in, Willie Castro. Castro at the plate now, and that's strike 1. Here's your 1.
Straighten him up a little bit. Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Oh, look at the stop. There's 1. To first. Double play. Nicely done.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play. Jake McCarthy digging in for the Rockies. Maybe expecting a bunt here. Third baseman playing in on the edge of the grass. Ripped on the ground to second. That's the inning. Nothing doing for the Rockies. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Tanner Gordon. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
He was the big part of the field last time. Nice liner to center.
Swinging a foul out of play. Out to short, Tovar. Throws to first, and that's 1 away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th.
Blue Jays, center fielder, Dalton Varsho.
So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run. He'll take a jog around the bases. And they add to their lead. It's 7-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. It's really impressive how he's able to take an outside fastball, get around it, and hit it with authority to the pull side. Most guys are popping up weakly to the opposite field.
One down. So up next for Toronto, Addison Barger.
Ball.
The 1-0.
Hey.
Stirring in the Colorado bullpen, Jimmy Herget appears to be getting loose. And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
Nope. That's inside.
In the air, left field. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the Blue Jays,
Davis Schneider now at the plate.
Davis Schneider.
Two down, bases empty, but 1 run across here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
Digging in, Jesus Sanchez.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Schneider, the runner at first with 2 gone. The 0-2. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate. Toronto picks up 1 on this homer. Last chance coming up for the Rockies. Back now in Toronto. We go to the 9th. Tyler Freeman getting ready to hit. Line drive, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Up next for Colorado.
Next for Colorado, Mickey Moniak. 0 for 3 in this one.
Yep, that ball went out.
And the 1-0. That catches the corner. Next offering is fouled back. Line drive to short and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
And here is Hunter Goodman. The Blue Jays up big in this one here at the top of the ninth. Strike two.
No, that's that slurve right there. He threw it extremely well. Talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that barrel to.
Almost got him. And that skips into dirt. Good job to fight that one off. And they'll do it again. Comes the 2-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And it remains 2-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, having such a tough time putting him away. 6 foul balls in a row. Man, what a battle.
This one bashed to left center. On its way, and that one's out of here. And they cut into the deficit. He kept swinging, and it paid off.
Well, that was a battle, Boog, and he just kept taking his cuts. Finally squared one up. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
And next is the designated hitter, Jordan Beck. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout.
That's a ball.
The 1-0. Smoked on the ground a second. Clement over to first. Rockies down to their final out.
Up next for Colorado, shortstop Ezekiel.
Here comes the
Tovar.
manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Tommy Nance done for the night, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching.
Now here's Tyler Rogers out of the pen.
Number 71, Tyler Rogers.
So they're down to their final out. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. Out towards right center field. Plays it on a bounce, and it eats him up. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle.
You know what they say, he couldn't have thrown it out there any better than that, and certainly the case that time. Just flared it back behind the second baseman and dropped it in there.
Next to hit, Edouard Julien. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays take the series opener here at home.
When you hit 5 balls out of the yard, you expect to win. Some teams live and die by the long ball. Today, these 5 homers, they really led them to victory.
Footsteps through the dark, the colors shaping amazing display, but aurora's not as bright as your smile beneath the light of distant stars. The faintest traces that jade left to paint and memorize that I kept. Forget the nights that I spent thinking that I can never believe in something cynical till I'm dead. I'm overcritical.
I need you and your friends to show up at 10. We leave in the Benz truck. Uber Lux and some we rolled up. I know when the night is peak. When you relax and dance.